Welcome, yogi, to this 10-minute yoga stretch for stiff shoulders. We're going to begin kneeling today with breath and movement. If kneeling can be difficult, sitting on your heels, you could grab a yoga block and pop it between your feet to make life a little more comfortable, or make any other adjustments you need to. And if kneeling just doesn't feel good in your quads or your knees, you can take a seat on the floor for this first bit in cross-legged or feet stretched out straight. So we'll start, like I said, breath and movement. As you inhale, right shoulder goes forwards and up. And as you exhale, it rolls back and down. As you inhale, your left shoulder rolls forwards and up. And as you exhale, it rolls back and down. And the right one again, inhale forwards and up. And exhale, pull it back and down. And the left one forwards and up. And back and down. One more time, each side, forwards and up with the right shoulder, a nice big shruggy circle backwards. And the left one. Now we'll do a whole rotation. Right arm goes forwards and up, reaches high and then back and down. Bring the hand to the thigh, left arm goes forwards and up, reach up and back and down. And rest it. Two more on each side. Inhale, large rotation backwards with the right hand. Just within whatever feels okay. If you've got stiff shoulders from whatever it is you've been doing, just be mindful of those areas of tension. We don't want to get into any sharp pain. Just trying to loosen everything up. Right side goes back. Good. And left side in its backwards rotation. Lovely. Now clasp your hands in front of you, interlace all of your fingers, and flip your palms outwards. Press your palms away actively as you pull the center of your chest back. So you're creating a separation in the shoulder blades. Tuck your chin towards your chest and hold 5, 4. Take deep breaths into that space between the upper back, in the upper back. 3, 2, 1. Take your hands up and elevate your shoulder blades, so that's lifting them towards the ears, and pull the little fingers back as far as you can. 5, breathe. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring them forwards and down, interlace behind your back. Squeeze your shoulder blades together, open across the front of the chest. Your palms try to squeeze. They might lift a little bit away from your bum, or they may be anchored there. That's okay either way for 5. Steady breath, yogi. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Release. Last little bit here. Release your hands. Take your left arm out to the left and look to the right. Pull the hand back. And bring it in. Take your right arm out to the right and look to the left. Pull the hand back. Good. Bring it back in. Left arm out. Look to the right. And bring it back in. And left arm out. Right arm out. Look to the left. Great, yogi. Bring that in. Roll both shoulders at the same time. And let's come into a tabletop position instead now. So move your block if you were using it, or come up to all 4s. If you need to stretch your legs for a moment, you can give them a moment's stretch out. So we're going to put the right hand to the side of the head. So your fingertips to the temple, and start to turn your chest to the right, lifting your elbow up, going into a bit of upper back rotation. And bring your right elbow across towards your left wrist or forearm. Squeeze it across there. Again, take your right arm or right elbow up high. Try to breathe in. And as you exhale, bring it across. Inhale, stretch it up. And as you exhale, bring it across. Lovely. Take your right arm all the way up towards the ceiling. Stretch it high. Anchor through the left hand. Now we're going to take a version of thread the needle. So bring your right arm across you. Post it between left hand and left knee. And we're not going for the rotation in the upper back like we usually do. Rest your arm down and rest your head down. Relax your right hand. And then stretch your left hand forwards. And let your left shoulder start to melt down towards the floor. So we're stretching across the back of the right shoulder more than usual. You might even turn your head towards the floor more than you usually do. It's usually looking to the left. So you may end up resting on your forehead. A couple more deep breaths here, yogis. And slide your left hand back in. Lift your right one back up to the ceiling, give it a nice little stretch up there. And release back down. Left hand to the side of your head, to the temple fingertips. Lift your left elbow up and breathe in. And bring your left elbow towards the right forearm or wrist, across, separate the upper back. Look out over the right upper arm. Inhale, take your left hand back up to the ceiling again, left elbow. Exhale, bring it across. Another time with your breath, inhale. Just trying to wiggle the shoulders open bit by bit, create some space in the upper back and across. And we'll stretch the left arm all the way up to the ceiling. Pause there for a moment as you anchor the right hand into the earth. And we'll come into what usually is thread the needle, left arm through, between right hand and right knee. Rest your arm down. But instead of pressing and rotating into the upper back, stretch your right arm forwards and start to rotate back towards the floor with your chest. And maybe you'll roll onto your forehead. Some people will be best looking out to the right. Feel a stretch across the upper left shoulder. Well done, yogi. Bring your right hand back in under the shoulder. Press into it, stretch your left arm all the way up to the ceiling. Nice big stretch up there. And release it down. And we're going to stretch all the way out now to lying on your front. And again, we'll take shoulder stretch, but now into the front of your shoulder. So extend, please, your right hand directly off the right side of your mat. Now, if your shoulder's feeling really, really tight, you might feel better moving your hand 5 or 10 degrees down towards the feet end of your mat. Put your left hand directly under your shoulder. Point your left toes up to the ceiling. Roll your right shoulder into the mat, then roll onto your right side of your body. Rest your head down onto the floor and use your left foot behind you like a kickstand for support. So we're stretching now across the front of the chest. Take a few deep breaths here. If this is too intense, unwind from it. Not forcing anything. And carefully unwind from this one. Switch to the other side, left arm off the left side of your mat. Right hand goes straight under your shoulder. Point your right toes up to the ceiling. Roll your left shoulder into the mat and roll onto your left side. And let the right foot come up and over to behind the left leg. Rest your head down. And like I said, if this is too intense, move your hand down a few inches. Or you could always skip if it feels uncomfortable. Take a few deep breaths. Let's unwind ourselves from this shoulder side, shoulder stretch. Back to the center. Just rest your head on your hands for a few moments. Relax all the way through your body, through your glutes, and your shoulders and your face. Press back to a child's pose. Press back to your feet. Let your hands rest next to your feet if you can, with your palms facing up. If that's not a comfortable version for you and you prefer your hands under your head, that's okay. With this melted shoulder version of child's pose, just let your shoulders fully soften. And stay a little longer there, yogis. Or make your way up to sitting, kneeling, or sitting cross legs. And if you'd like some time in Shavasana, you could lie down and rest. Hands rise up to a prayer position in front of you. Thank yourself for coming to your mat. And let's breathe in together and out together. Thank you for joining me, Yogi. Namaste.